Welcome. We are here to play Hearts of Wulin. Yay! This is going to be
Mhm.
subtitled Gaze into Silken Night. I'm Mads, she, they pronouns. I will be running this game for the first time. Wow. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be thrilling. It's going to be frightening, but I will get through this. I have played Hearts of Wulin, excuse me, for a couple of one-shots or short series, and that's about it. So we'll see how I do. Yay! I'm going to introduce my wonderful players who have agreed to go on this journey with me at this table. I'm going to go right to left on my uh, screen right now. So we'll start with Thomas.
Hello, hello. I am Thomas. I use he, him pronouns, and I have never played Hearts of Wulin, so I will be paying close attention to everyone who has. But yeah, excited to be here.
Awesome. Thank you. Ray.
Hi, my name is Ray. My pronouns are he, they. And yeah, I've played and run Hearts of Wulin quite a few times. It's one of my favorites. But I'm really excited to play with this group in particular. So it's gonna be I've been dying to play with Agatha, especially because Agatha loves Hearts of Wulin so much. I'm excited to. But everybody else is cool too. Don't worry about it.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I didn't want to sound like no one else is cool.
No, I can take it. I can take it.
I can take it. I can take it. Okay. Rod.
Yeah, because Thomas has those people knocking down the door for his attention. So
Hi, I'm Rod Hiem. I will freely admit I'm not cool. That's fine. um, I I played in a campaign in one of Agatha's campaign, which was great. But otherwise, I've played mainly just one shots of Hearts of Wulin. So I'm very glad to be in another campaign where I can kind of discover my character and have that time and space to play around with plot and everything and story and setting. So happy to be here. Thanks.
Awesome. And last but not least, Agatha.
Hello. Oh, let me turn my camera. Hello. I'm Agatha. I'm pronouns are she, her. Um, I'm obsessed with this game. I'm a fangirl. So yeah, I'm just always excited to get to play more. I have never played the Numberless Secrets version of this before, so this will be very exciting. I'm excited to dive into the roles. I'm excited to dive into the mechanics involved in it. Excite. Thank you,
Excited.
Mats, for running.
Oh, no, you are very, very welcome. I can only hope I do not disappoint because I am very excited to share this game, especially because of as Agatha said, the Numberless Secrets expansion that we're using for this, written by Lowell Francis. And I just wanted to, do this, especially because after watching the Ancient Detective series on YouTube, I was floored. And that is, yeah. You come for the mystery, but you stay for all the drama. Holy crap! So yes, I am excited to run this, and only hope that I can get the vibes, like we can pull the vibes out. Okay, so before we get started, I thank you very much, all of you, for the introductions. For yourselves. That's great. We're going to be doing a round of cats, which is concept, aim, tone, and subject matter. So we lay the expectations of the table right at the beginning. And, again, we just keep referring to that as we go along. And as everybody here is also part of the Open Hearth community, gaming community, it's like we are following the Open Hearth code of conduct for our gaming, which does include cats. So, this Cats is taken from the original Hearts of Wulin core book. I'm very happy to read it off because, again, it shares a lot of the things that I like to include in games. Concept. In Hearts of Wulin, you play martial heroes like those you might have seen in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or Hero. This is a fantastic version of classical China. You exist in a world slightly outside the normal order of society, like common folk and imperial authority. In this world, factions and orders compete and scheme. Your characters have extraordinary athletic and fighting skills, but you're still bound by your heart. You'll find yourself in conflict with your loves, duties, desires, and emotions. Aim. We begin with character creation. You choose a playbook representing an archetype and developing your character's story. After introductions, you'll create a web of entanglements which establish what drives you and how you're connected to other characters. After a break, I'll lay out an inciting incident and we'll frame where everyone's characters begin. While the plot is important, we're really here for the melodrama. We will interact with NPCs, bounce ideas off one another, face the pain of our entanglements, and from time to time smite villains. And because we are using the Numberless Secrets expansion, we will also be engaged in mysteries, okay? Tone. Our tone is melodramatic. In these stories, emotions, reactions, and passions are heightened. Our characters must maintain their facade in the face of trials. This should be played straight, serious but not grim. There's room for comedy and humor, but that should complement the play rather than drive it. Characters may be laughing in one scene and cradling their dying lover in another. It's not always heartbreak. Sometimes you'll find your love, but often the world will conspire against that. And subject matter. Our stories involve combat to settle issues large and small. You'll often be working to aid or advance your family or faction by solving problems. But the stories will also revolve around betrayal, heartbreak, romance, unrequited love, duty, and saving face. Fighting will serve as an escape valve to the pressure of these emotional issues. Using the Numberless Secrets expansion, this adds to the subject matter by including the mystery, which for the genre will inherently include murder, death, manipulation, and basically all the suspicious things that are included in mysteries for the tropes, okay? So Hearts of Wulin plays out in a mythical China, as presented in Chinese wuxia TV shows, movies, and novels. It aims to honor these stories and treat them with respect. To that end, while we might reference the techniques and tropes of these sources, we don't mock them. For example, flimsy sets, bad dubbing, and obvious wire work are a product of budgets and resources of these filmmakers, but we should celebrate what they managed to accomplish with these constraints. It is also worth calling out one more point before we begin. Don't do accents, just don't. So, we will also include safety here because we are a gaming community that believes very much in being safe and consent. So we do have a safety tab on our character keeper that we will be using, and the players have been good to mark off all of the items that could be an issue. So the safety tools that we have available to our table, of course, are X cards. So if something is objectionable in an unfun way, of course, like, please make an X in the with your arms in the video, call out X card, right out, or do it in the chat if you're, unsure or you want to kind of keep it a little bit anonymous. And then we will stop play, find out what specifically needs to be X carded, and then take it out and move on from there. Okay, we will never ask why something is X carded. We also have the open door policy. So for whatever reason, if you need to step away from the table for a couple of minutes or a scene, or this game is not for you, of course, that's fine. Just let us know that you're stepping away and for how long. If you're coming back, we will never ask you why you need to open door. Okay. And then finally, we have lines and veils. Again, the safety tab in our keeper carries the lines and veils. So lines are things that we will never include in the game. Not from the start, not ever, not mentioned, nothing. So we have lines here that have been marked: homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexual assault, sexual violence, and fat phobia. Sorry, it's like very light print, and it's like I've got very poor glasses at the moment. And then veils are things that we are... we'll just mention maybe it's a flashback kind of thing. Maybe it's something that gets touched upon, but like somebody might not want to role play that or talk about it or hear about it in detail. So that is a veil. Veils, we have cannibalism, eye injuries, harm to children, line for children under 14, harm to pet domestic animals, harm to wild animals, suicide. Yep. Okay. There is an ask first column of body horror. And then there's, of course, the interest column, which is always fun. So people are interested in classism, mind control, romance, I should hope so. Sexual content for certain people. Okay. All right. So we'll see some of this stuff. All right, great. And there is a romance plot consent. Players will write down like romance with PCs, romance with NPCs, and either yes, no, or with conditions, right? And everybody has marked resounding yes for both. Yay! And preferences, of course, like, people would just mention like what their preferences would be. Okay? So that pretty much covers cats and safety. So we're going to pause the recording at the moment and then do some character creation. When we come back, we will go ahead and have the characters be introduced and then work on the fun stuff like entanglements and bonds. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. Hey, we are back. We are going to go ahead with character introductions right now and then have each of the characters, once we hear their introductions, then we will be able to hone in better on some of the group mechanics like entanglements and bonds. Okay, so let me start. Rod, if you're ready, I can go ahead and start with you and then go left to right on my character keeper.
Okay. So just introducing character general, and you said the moves and style elements, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
the name, pronouns, look, some of your story, because we may ask some questions,
okay.
style, name, element, and your weapon. And if you want to mention moves right now, you can.
Okay, cool. I am playing Ren Muyang. He, him. Um, you can call him Simple Move. He is a shepherd, a young man. Um, he's part of the Circle of Willows, which is I think what I'm envisioning is like some legitimate poet wanted to start a poetry group for younger folks, and I don't think it's going too well because just imagine a bunch of young poets, uh, getting a little yeah, trying to find their way with language, still.
Fantastic.
Uh, and yeah, as far as look, sincere, smiles. He's a bit of a daydreamer. He wears, herdsman's clothing, as per his job. I think he has a lamb and a old dog, uh, with him as animal companions. Um, his story is that he is the youngest in a family of shepherds and herdsmen, but he was thrown out of the house by his mom because it's kind of like a tough love thing, like, I want you to see what the world's like. You can't just be daydreaming all the time.
How
And out
many
you go.
siblings? How many siblings does Simple Moo have?
Oh, hmm. I don't want to get too complicated, but let's say he has uh two two siblings.
I want you to consider because usually
Hmm.
the youngest is doted on. So I
Yes.
want you to consider, you don't have to tell us now, but I want you to consider where in the birth order you're placed.
Yeah, I think I am the youngest, and I think I am doted on by my father, who's also the youngest in his family of his
Oh.
siblings. But the
Mm-mm.
mom kind of put her foot down. Yeah. Um,
But mom said get tough. Okay, great.
right. Um, yes, my style is bite breaker guardian, which is my grandiose way of saying that I protect sheep against wolves. My weapon is the shepherd's
Incredible.
staff. Um, yeah, I just have a simple shepherd staff. And oh, did I even say my playbook? I'm playing the student and the younger sibling um role. Um, yeah, and my moves are face to fate, which is the beginning of session move. I can roll and substitute another role in this session,
Yes.
and proud and thanks and proud youth, where I seek the guidance of an elder, and I don't necessarily take it, but I do like asking for advice. So I think that's everything for now.
Okay. Do you want to roll face to fate right now, so at least you have that in reserve?
Uh, sure. I don't have a dice roller,
I'm sorry.
so let's see. That's okay. Yeah, it's in the safety tab probably. Do we have a dice roller?
I don't know if I
Okay.
included one in the template.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. Sorry.
That's okay.
Here, let me see. I can give you one. It's not one that I normally use. I normally use the trophy dice roller. I
Oh,
don't think you want to
I
use that one.
no, I have one. Just I'm gonna go write it to right now. Uh,
Do people not want to
and
share a common dice room?
I can create one. I like, to be honest, I didn't think about it because I thought
No, I can do it as well. I just wanted. Would everyone prefer that or to roll separately? Okay, cool.
I rolled a 4.
Okay, so keep that in
So
reserve. Like, write that down somewhere.
oh no, so what happens is I get an XP and you can do a soft move on me. I cannot use it
Oh.
actually. So
Oh, okay. Got it.
yeah.
Oh, soft move. Yay. Okay, that's right. Simple move starts off great. It's all good. Okay. All right, thank you. Let's go next to Agatha. Please introduce us to Jintong.
Oh, I think you're muted, Agatha.
My bad. Jintong is pronounced she, her.
Okay.
She used to be a part of the Red Lanterns Association. And it's the kind of thing where you don't ever get to leave, even though she's technically a former assassin. But yeah, the Red Lanterns Association, there are lots of rumors about it, I assume. Like if you see a red lantern, like maybe in the day or in the night, I don't know, whatever. You see a red lantern, maybe be careful, because that might be like the calling card or something like that, of getting assassinated. These are rumors. I don't know if they're true yet, but that's definitely kind of the reputation that the Red Lanterns Association has. Um, and Jintong used to be a part of it, and it's a very classic thing. She was raised as a child. She was an orphan, raised as a child, a part of the organization. They do the whole brainwashing, and then like this is what you do. You're loyal to organization, and this and that. Um, she's very good at her former job, but I think like a big thing happened in the last assassination attempt that she did. I don't know if she succeeded or not, but she definitely got poisoned in that time, and I think it must have been a failed job in one way or another. And so she kind of like she got poisoned and was so weak that she probably couldn't complete it exactly, so she couldn't eliminate the target. And then it's like, or maybe she did something else, maybe it was like an emotional thing, and then she like just didn't go through with it. Regardless, she didn't go through with it, and then that's like a betrayal of the association. And so
May I suggest something about your supposed victim?
sure.
I think somebody set you against a wicked woman, and that's why she had the medicinal slash sorceress ability to be able to like get you poisoned
Sure.
with this thing that's like um, eating towards your heart.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So it's like it starts off in the palm,
mhm.
and then it like you can see it visually, the vein that is poisoned. And it'll keep spreading, and whenever Jintong has like heightened emotions, it'll spread like much further, and it also is accompanied with like pain, like ugh. So
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 good.
that that's right. It's so fun. So that's Jintong's kind of backstory. Her look is that she has burning eyes. I'm gonna find a picture, so I didn't come up with any other descriptors. Let's see. Her elements, she is very good at earth, so caution, focus, and presence, and then also metal, control, calculation, or reflection. I haven't decided if her style element is, excuse me, earth or metal. I chose metal for now, but I'm like, what if earth instead? I haven't decided, but I will decide by the time we roll for the first time. Um, her her style is called Heart Stealer or Taoxinzhuang. So it's I guess it's Heart Stealer Claw technically. And it's like I haven't decided if it's like also like a I think it should be. It's a signature of the Red Lanterns Association where you literally reach into someone's chest and then pull their heart out. So, um, uh, yeah, and it's like you sharpen kind of like your fingertips, like with your, I don't know, whatever I don't know what it's called in English, the inner power thing, energy. And that's how you like stab through. So that also means that if she ever uses it, like anyone who is a part of like the Wulin will recognize it because it's pretty distinctive. Um,
Even though they can't see it.
sorry, even though they can't see it,
Mm-hmm. Is that what you
or
said?
like the style is very obviously
Okay.
Red Lantern,
Okay.
like the
Oh no.
reaching out
Okay.
with a claw and then going for the heart, like that's very that's a dead giveaway. Oh,
Mm.
I hate that I made a pun.
Interesting.
In terms of the moves, I have former assassin, so like this is all about like sins of the past, and then like at any point, haha, I love this thing where I can declare a detail about like an NPC. I can flash back to a secret role in an NPC's tragedy. Um like I can flashback to it. So and then like I describe it and take +1 forward in dealing with them. Yikes. When I reveal that secret, then I roll and then there are various consequences. Also, I create one normal entanglement and then I have basically another entanglement that is like an anchor to my past or future that has to do with I don't know, being a former assassin, I guess. When faced with that, what could have been or the delights of a normal life with them roll inner conflict. So yeah, big angst. And then I also took Deadly Secret. You know the martial world well. When you first meet someone from another faction or group, I may ask or declare one detail of their reputation or their clan's activities. And then the other one is obviously Reign of Assassins. I saw it and I had to take it. When you become undetectable using shadows and concealment roll.
Awesome. Okay. Very cool. Thank you so much. Um, Thomas, please tell us about Soup.
Yeah. My character's name is Soup. The real name is Zheng, but because they are on the run, they will be using a cool alias, and that is Soup. Soup uses he, they pronouns, and they were an apprentice detective to a widely well-known detective called Master Clove, who runs the Clove School. And Zheng was their senior kind of star apprentice, and then Master Clove dies. Zheng is supposed to take over. Instead, runs away and enters into a life of hedonism and debauchery and just escaping one's obligations. Yeah, just stuff like that. There's a rival school. I'm sure they might be relevant. They might not be. But other than that, yes, this is the Bravo playbook and the Gallivant sub part. And yeah, I've got some moves. They're all kind of just, don't get in trouble, lead someone away, figure out who's entangled with who, stuff like that. Nice stuff. My technique uses water, and it's called 8 Steps of the Ghost. And I just like that name. I'll figure out what it is later. Yeah, that's me.
Did you want to mention any of your moves or?
None of them are like, I mean, the main one is Gallivant, which anytime I would suffer social, legal, or financial consequences, I can instead pin it on somebody else and get away, which will be my core move.
Oh my
To just get in trouble and to be like, no, it was them, and run away. That's the main one I'm excited to use. Yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, Ray, please introduce us to Black Orchid, please.
Yeah, so Black Orchid uses he, it pronouns. This is the villain playbook and the accused core move. So I love the writing here. Like, I have been falsely labeled a villain, so a villain I have become. So basically, poor Black Orchid is of the Beastmen. I noticed, I double checked our safety. We do have a line on racism. So I think like I'm moving a bit away from like all Beastmen. Like I'm not gonna have it be a racing. It's more like an X-Men mutant thing. Like people become Beastmen and you don't know when it'll happen, right? And so usually it happens at a certain age, usually around puberty, blah 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 blah. Um, and so if people are cool with that, like, does that feel like it's far enough from racism, or should I shift it some more? Just checking. But yeah. But at any point, I'm also happy to change that aspect as we play. So yeah, but basically Black Orchid is sort of like a local hero to his people among the Beastmen. Like he protects um others like him. He is willing to bank on his bad reputation to protect um, those he cares about, right? He's willing to play the role of the bad guy. But before that, he used to be one of the good ones. He used to be a protector. I'm willing to like work out the details as we work on entanglements, but I'm thinking probably a protector for some royal situation or high-end family. I failed to protect that person who I'm pretty sure is going to be an NPC entanglement of some kind. I failed to protect them. I was framed for their murder, but suspiciously quickly, I was given an official pardon, which just made people more, it just made me look worse in people's eyes. Like, oh, he must be working with someone, or, he must be someone's lackey. And so I never recovered. Yeah, I was thinking maybe it's someone Agatha's group murdered or Agatha murdered. One of those two is what I was thinking.
When the Red Lanterns
So
kill somebody, the investigation is really short. They're like, oh, okay, big hole around the heart. I think this one we can lock up soon, boss. Like.
That's so funny because then it's also that there are so many deaths that are pinned on the Red Lantern.
That would
And
be
the Red
that would be
Lantern's
cool.
like,
Yeah.
the Red Lantern's like, we're not gonna say no. It helps with our business.
Right, exactly, right? It's like, they do good work.
true.
Question though. I mean, so
Mm-mm.
did you ever find out who uh gave you who framed you, who fingered you for the murder, one, and then who gave you the pardon, two?
No, I was expecting to like die for the crime, right?
Right. Right.
So I don't even know who helped ensure that pardon. Like it's a mystery. I'm a mysterious patron, right? So
But you had to go on the run. Yeah? I mean, like, you had to leave where you were?
no, I stubbornly stayed, right? Because my community is here and I
Ah,
have to
okay.
take care of my fellow beastmen. So which is why no one likes me, like outside of my group of friends. So I'm not very well liked. But yeah. And I have the moves I picked are so accused. As I said, every time I trade in for my sinister reputation, also as a cost for moves like duel, overcome inner conflict, I can always, to quotation mark, prove them right. Um, that I'm as dangerous as they say I am. So when I do so, I create fear and doubt in someone I care about. And the other moves I picked, number one, I'm I'm very biased about this move because I helped Lowell work on it for the Academy of the Blade edition, which is which is Crimson Charm. Um, when you behave, it's basically the Tsundere move. So when you behave in an aggressive way towards a friend or companion with taunting, harsh words, or shutting them down, clear an element and roll. So it depends on how well it goes. If people realize that I just have difficulty expressing my feelings or not, so I have to get it.
Oh my God. Complicate your life even more. Okay, great. Did you want to
And
mention
then
the other?
yeah, so the second move I got is the Spy in the Palace. I have an ally. In particular, it's a little street urchin, Pale Cricket, who started to show signs of being a beastman very early. Unnaturally early as a child. Um, and so they help by overhearing things for me and sneaking around and getting information. So, but yeah, but I'm very protective of them, of course.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh,
Yeah.
so much built up already. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Now that we've done the introductions for each of the characters, and feel free and then ask other questions to clarify if need be. We're going to move on to entanglements. So the way we're going to do this is each of you have a box for the romantic entanglement and then a general entanglement. And I know that with Jintong's particular playbook, it's like you get something different. Like you only get the one entanglement during character creation, but then the other one must be the anchor for your past or your future. So, um, you know, choose as you will. I'm going to go through each of the each of the characters again. You will ask or you will fill in one one of these entanglements, romantic or general, and we'll go through each person like doing one entanglement, and then we'll go back around again and then do the second entanglement. Okay? So you can do the romantic one first or the general first. It doesn't matter. It's like you'll do one and then we'll go on to the next one, to the second one once everybody's done. Okay? So I don't want to put you on the spot again, Rod, unless you want to. If you want to start.
I mean, I have an idea of like let me see if I can find it. I kind of created my own, and it's kind of built on I think it's the trope fake boyfriend or something like that. It's like someone wants me to pretend that we're together so that the person who's kind of hitting on them will get the message and stop pursuing them.
Oh my.
But
Nice.
I don't know. And it has to be one PC and one NPC, I think.
Yes, the entanglement is a relationship the character has with one person, which is complicated by another relationship with the second person. Hold on, I just want to like read it off of the book. Sorry. Should include one PC and one NPC. Yes. As each entanglement has spaces for two names.
So I guess I'll throw it up if that idea appeals to any of the other players, or if they have an idea where that could fit.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be the person who is doing the hitting on that you like I'm the person that someone's trying to avoid my like romantic interest in them. That's fine.
And is there an NPC that you in the NPC tab that strikes your fancy?
Oh, I haven't looked at that. Why don't you go ahead and pick?
Yeah, go ahead and pick out who you think would be, resistant to Soup's advances. Oh my gosh. And again, feel free and take one of the unnamed NPCs for that particular frame.
All right.
Players
I mean,
should work together to revise an entanglement if any player is not comfortable, and feel free to decline an entanglement if you're not sure about it. If an entanglement is with a faction, clan, or group, then you would work with me to name someone as the face of that particular relationship, just so you guys know. All right.
So Mads, did you not want us to pick a named NPC?
I mean, like, you can pick a named NPC. Just realize that that person may not be carried over into like the next mystery, right? So, I mean, you're perfectly able to pick
Right.
out somebody that's named already, but they may or may not be appearing in mysteries down the line. So,
That makes sense.
yeah, just keep that in mind.
so I think the NPC, on line starting at 78, that picture an F column, that
Okay.
the white-haired young lady.
Hmm.
Does that work for you,
Yeah.
Thomas, or do you
Yeah.
want?
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
It's all
and
good.
yeah, just because of her expression.
Who is she
I don't
to
know.
you?
Oh, I think Soup was hitting on her, and she just kind of grabbed me because I was nearby, and started pretending that this is my betrothed or something like that.
Oh shit.
And we probably knew each other before, so it's still a sense of like, oh wow, okay, like simple move got here fast and has already like I did I was I wasn't paying attention to what you're doing for 5 minutes and you're already betrothed. Nice, good job, I guess. Like, okay. Yeah.
And if you have a name
Yeah.
for her, or I'll try to think of something in a little bit.
Um, I mean, basically, it's like the only thing that comes to mind because I use this particular picture for several Wushu characters.
Okay.
Yeah, like usual one, the first thing that comes to mind is storm. So anything having to do with the storm.
Um,
So feel free and name her, them, yeah, and then yeah, soup is. She's not having it from soup.
I'll
Okay.
call her Morning Storm. Is that
Oh,
okay?
nice. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, totally out of Soup's league.
You would say that.
You guys are such
I
best
would.
buds. I love it.
No,
Oh my god.
you would say that.
Oh my god. We're not even into you two yet. I'm just like I'm so excited. Okay. Jintong, figure out your first entanglement, please.
Okay, I am going with for my one normal entanglement, I'm gonna go with my romantic one,
Okay.
which is I owe someone everything, but despite that, my heart belongs to someone. Not my literal heart. I know.
Oh no. No.
Sorry. Oh man. Yeah, you have to claw it out of your own self. Oh no.
Hey. No.
So,
Yeah.
Agatha, I was thinking of having my romantic entanglement be yours. So, I would love it if I was the one who helps you escape the Red Lanterns and continues to protect you, and you owe me everything, but you love someone else instead. It's what I would love to set myself up for.
Oh,
Great. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's go for it.
Damn. Mm.
Okay. Hmm. It would be so funny if I chose Morning Storm as my, as my
This girl
friend.
gets around, all right. They get
Yeah,
around.
that would be
Oh,
good. Yeah.
she's just hot.
She is.
Yeah,
They
super
are.
hot.
I'm just like, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't even look at like what pronouns. Okay, great. So both. All right, good.
I don't know. I feel like do you like having a bigger cast of NPCs to play with? Or do
Yeah.
you like it when it's more smaller?
Good
I'm
question.
so happy if you want to include NPCs because there's no reason, unless they die, unless they're murdered, that they can't sidle
Okay,
through the
cool.
story. So
Okay, I'll also take a look in the tab then. It- I ask because for me, a lot of times I'm like, less, less, please. I can't keep track of everyone.
I
So,
understand that. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, like, I can't wait to really dig in on this entanglement stuff.
Oh man. Oh, it'd be so
Yeah,
funny
who
if
does your heart belong to?
I was like, it'd be so funny if it was the monk, but then it's like, oh no, that's a named character. Never mind. They might die or not be relevant later.
Bonds
We
change.
can make a second monk.
That's true.
I will tell you off the bat, though, the white monk is not necessarily a monk. It just happens to be his name.
Ooh.
Well, the picture,
Mysterious.
the picture.
I know, but I couldn't find one that gave me monk vibes, but yet not monk vibes. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go for the monk vibes. We'll figure it out. It's okay. He might be faking for some reason. We don't know.
Gasp.
Gasp.
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, and it'll be interesting to also find out like what the White Monk's vibes are since they're already like an established character then.
Mm.
Hmm.
So you're gonna say your heart belongs to the white monk?
Yes.
Okay. It'll be fun.
Made me nervous.
All right. That is Jintong's first entanglement. Soup.
Okay, so I had two ideas. One was to just pick the one was to pick the classic the fundamental entanglement, which is that I like the same person as somebody else. But I'm not sure if I can fit that, or that would just be too many people pointing at the same person.
What if you're also into the White Monk?
Yeah, I was
Join
thinking
me.
about I was thinking, I was thinking about it, but it would make me feel I'd like to really be on Black Orchid side about you not liking the white monk.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Oh
Because
man.
what if
Yeah,
you
no, it would be
did,
really
but
funny.
then
Like I'm complaining about White Monk, and you're like, "Yeah, no, they're terrible, right? So awful. What they're doing, like who they are.
Yeah.
That would be funny."
So the other one that I was thinking about is my sworn brother Dash continually shows me up in front of Dash despite knowing my feelings for them. So
oh shit.
what do you think about that, Ray?
Oh, that's also fun. Oh no, I
Yeah,
caught
yeah,
Rufus
yeah.
being an asshole. Um,
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Do that
asshole
again. What
brother
is that?
so
or
good.
sibling.
Because I mean, I
Okay.
can totally picture Black Orchid and Soup being complete wingmen for each other, but they're no good for anybody.
No. They're
They're great friends, but they're not.
Yeah, I think the idea of we're setting up as the Black Orchid is the worst wingman.
Where I'm
Uh,
trying, and
oh,
then
uh,
instead I
Trying,
become more
oh.
charming.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I'm like, haven't I
Uh,
told you how great my friend Soup is? And then the other person just sees flowers around me. Like,
Yes.
I'm so I'm so
You're so
charming.
sparkly. I mean, it's oh no. Let's see
But
it.
I'm here
Okay.
to talk about how great soup is. So funny.
Oh my God. You think you're such a oh no, you're such a himbo. You're like, I'm talking you up, but yet
And I'm doing it by looking deeply into their eyes in the dark corner of the
stop it. Orchid.
terrible.
Terrible. Okay, so who are you who are you really into, Soup?
Oh,
even though
I
you won't
just
tell me?
realized, Thomas, were you saying that it should be Jintong then? Is that? Or
No, it's got to be an
were you
NPC.
thinking about someone else? Oh yeah, it should be an NPC then.
Yeah.
I see, because I think Ray is going to put the white mark like in their thing. So I didn't want to point myself at the white mark as well. So I'm wondering whether I should point myself at Morning Storm.
Yes. I mean, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting, right? Because I mean, like, you know, you're acting like your usual self, but you're really into her. That could be bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Oh my gosh.
And
This is-
Morning Storm thinks badly of me because of my best friend who has done a too good job of being convincing when making a joke. Like,
Yep. Like basically Black Orchid tells your tea, like spills your tea constantly,
yeah.
you know, because it's a
And I think
point of
I think
pride.
it's helpful. Oh my God, I actually have done this in real life too much. But in my defense, they got married. Okay, they got together eventually.
Okay,
despite
so
me.
this
I
goes
just want-
well.
okay.
Maybe
I just
Okay.
want to
Okay.
point that out.
go Soup.
Oh my God, talks.
So funny.
Soup. What the
I like brought out all the embarrassing stories from like, when we
embarrassing
were in
stories.
high
Yep,
school
I love
together.
it.
That's great though. I feel like that's great. That's
Yeah.
being a great wingman, I think.
See,
Yeah,
that's what
these-
I said while she was
These
crying.
these conversations end with me like
afterwards.
breaking a plate, like just like, oh, I dropped
You
something.
break a plate
Oops.
and then you're like, no, he did it.
Oh, this is great. I love this. I'm so sorry. I love this so much.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Morning
sorry.
Storm. I love that this is a drama. This is a romance drama with Morning Storm as the protagonist. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Actually my favorite thing.
Oh no. Well, Black Orchid, you're gonna have to work out something with the white monk then. I don't know.
I know.
I'm confused. I don't know. But again, if you want to do a completely different NPC, I'm happy with that as well. You just gotta, yeah.
No, I think it makes sense, right?
But if more people
feel
are
like-
doing Jintong, that's not a bad thing. Like, you're like, you know, just there's
Mm.
all these people.
Yeah. Ooh. For my past has begun. Is that right? But there's a bit of rival from my past.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that
Yeah,
particular entanglement
maybe
is.
Arrival. Maybe the thing should be before that, I guess.
Yeah, maybe
But
the
a
rival
rival
should be
so-and-so.
blank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I think we're rivals because I don't know if this fits with the story you had in mind so far, Matt, but I think the white monk was also a protector. Like we were both in the same line of work, basically, is what I'm thinking. And that's how we're rivals. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And just remind me again,
Yeah.
like you two were like a bodyguard detail or a palace guard? What were you two?
Yeah, I think I want to finalize it into. I'm thinking like the bodyguard to I want to say like the eldest daughter, right, of the royal palace. I think she was supposed to she was being trained for some like important position, like speaker of the palace or something like that. So but yeah, one of those you can imagine me, big beastly looking person, and her frail gentle flower of a person who could drink me under the table any day of the week, but no one else knew that.
Now she's dead. So
Yeah, but that's why I was suspicious, right? Because like I think she
yeah,
died of poison, and it's like, but who could have poisoned her?
Oh,
She
of
could have drugged
poison. Oh, that's
me,
not us then.
yeah.
right? But
Right, right,
but
right.
I think it was still pinned on you, even though it's obviously not your style, right? I think it was still pinned on the house just so
Okay,
it's
maybe I
easier.
should expand
No, no, no. I
the
kind of.
expertise of my house because like I think
Mm,
I think there may be a lot of rumors about the Red Lantern.
mm,
So
Mhm.
like and then like poisoning is also one of the things that people have said. Like I think the biggest thing is that oh if you
mm,
see a Red Lantern then haha watch out. Um but so then that way it's like it's still kind of plausible
yeah.
to be pinned.
I can tell you, like, or at least, like, if you'll allow it, I'm going to say that the Red Lanterns Association has different sects within its particular association. So the Heart Stealers have
Ooh.
the metaphysical clause, but then, like, you also have the Heart Stealers that deal in uh, herbal poisons, herbal, like,
Ooh.
concoctions and stuff like that. So there's two different ways to heart steal. So the herbal concoctions, and then there's also the metaphysical force.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay.
So I feel there's been like two assassinations introduced, and I want to pitch that we kind of
Mm,
connect those. What if Jintong was supposed to kill the person that Black Orchid was supposed to protect,
Oh,
and
Jesus
and
Christ.
didn't do it? Didn't do it. Like someone else did it, and then Black Orchid and Jintong like the whole thing about owing them everything was because Black Orchid helped Jintong because knew that she didn't do it, in something like that. Like could we connect that potentially?
Yeah. I mean, it could
What do
be
you think,
interesting.
Ray? I'm down for it.
yeah. I wanna.
Can we
Yeah,
name
yeah,
this
absolutely.
eldest daughter? Because I mean, I think that
Oh yeah, so it'd be easier. Let me look at the names.
I think I mean, I want to suggest, and, like, again, I'm sorry, it's like, I
Mhm.
think you pick your picture or get a new picture, but I think her name was Rain of the Moon, like rain as in
Ah,
raindrops.
Ooh,
So
I love that.
you guys did a done bad thing. Rain of the
Mhm.
Moon. She
Cool,
was
cool,
your
cool, cool.
friend, and or
Y-
whatever,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but she died.
Yikes.
Yep.
Ooh. I can think of like a Chinese name for that,
Ooh,
or Reign of the Moon.
nice.
And if you
Perfect,
can
perfect.
give me the name of your the target who poisoned you, Jintong.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be great. I mean, it could be one of the older women that's in the the
Oh yeah,
yeah,
duo.
that'd be
could
cool. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that.
could be the person who killed Reign of the Moon as well, right? Like
It
that's
might
something.
be. We don't
Both
know.
are poison. We've got a thing
Yeah.
going.
Yeah,
Like
we're
Mm.
yeah.
not sure. Yeah, and there's no confirmation that Jintong's, like, Wicked Woman target was actually killed. It's like she got, I
Mhm.
think I think Jintong got chased off before that could actually happen. So there's no confirmation whether that person was even there in the first place, right? It's like
Mhm.
that could have been something that was meant to be a fail for Jintong. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, like, well,
Mhm.
let's play to find out.
Mhm.
All right, great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool, cool,
so
cool.
Soup, yours first one. I'm sorry, I just want to go back and make sure. Okay, so red, Black Orchid. Okay, shows you up before the morning storm. Whoops. And then Black Orchid, you're trying to have Jintong fall in love with you. However, White Monk is, like, in her sights. Whoops. Okay. I just love all this back stuff with the factions and the murders and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's like great. Oh man, I'm gonna have some fun. All right, especially, like, trying to interpret this map. Okay. Next one. Let's go to the second entanglement. So, Simple Moo. Yeah. What's your second entanglement?
Uh,
I, I love how the fake boyfriend is not the romantic entanglement route.
No.
Like you were
No,
like,
not
no,
interested.
that's my
I'm not
regular one.
interested.
That's
Don't say
No.
what-
wait, I didn't realize that.
Right. No, I knew
Yeah.
I knew that was a like not it.
Wow.
Not it.
What?
And
So-
again,
Like
I'm
the
happy
friend
if you
thing.
want to pull one of
You just
those
do it for
other pictures in
friends.
there. One of those other pictures in there, Simple Moo, and then like as your romantic entanglement.
Yeah, I think the fellow in the same row as Storm in the column B
Yeah.
is gonna be my love interest.
Oh,
And one of the PCs
who's gonna mess around?
disapproves
Oh.
disapproves for some reason. And Agatha, can you think of why Jintong would not approve? I mean, my thought was like maybe I'm below their station, but if there's something more interesting.
Which one is it?
It's in the same row as Morning Storm,
Morningstar.
but in column B. I don't have a
Column
name
B.
yet for him.
Okay. The person with the blue?
Yeah, the blue.
Okay, cool. Want
Want to make him a Red Lantern?
Yeah, I was just
Oh
gonna
my
say
God.
they're part of the Red Lantern,
Oh my
my
goodness.
so I don't approve.
Juicy.
So do you think you disapprove for my sake or for his sake? Or both?
That's a great question. Wowee. I guess it depends on my relationship to them.
Your little brother.
I thought she just didn't want Simple Mood dead. Like, just it's like, yeah.
Are you like is this kid like maybe either a sworn brother from the how like in I don't know if anybody knows, but I mean like in like sororities and fraternities or whatever, like you have your like little brothers, little sisters or whatever, like they're made like you're their mentor and stuff. Like what if this kid was like somebody that you knew in Red Lantern, but you're like, I don't know, man.
I feel like it might be. Yeah.
I mean, if that doesn't
I-
work for you, that's fine. I mean, I'm just like throwing it out there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about all the tropes that have to do with these like assassin organizations, and like I'm like, oh, which one would be would be fun to put here? Because like one of those is like, oh, you're not allowed to fall in love because they're gonna hold you down, make you weak. So like it could be one of those, and then like that would usually bring trouble to whoever is. I think both. But I'm like, oh, but should I?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
could
maybe
be
like
fun. I could give like Muyang some angst. Yeah, what do you think, Rod? Because it is your
yeah, like maybe
love interest.
it's gonna end in heartbreak for both him and me, and you're
Yeah,
trying to discourage
Yeah.
it,
yeah, and you might both die.
right?
Which is rich coming from me because I am kind of on the run from the Red Lanterns. Um,
Oh, this is so complicated. What?
yeah, yeah, and I think I definitely know this person, whatever his name is. And we must have been close enough that he is turning a blind eye to my existence
Yeah,
Do
he's
you
not
want-
ratting you out.
Yeah, I
or
mean,
killing me.
teacher pupil is interesting. as
I was gonna
well.
say, like,
Yeah.
you were his big sister or something like that in the org. I don't know.
Okay, I could have been.
Oh no! Wait in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the plot thread is right there. Yeah, I could have been like sort of like not. We're not siblings, but
Okay.
like kind of like a mentor-ish kind of figure to him.
Okay.
I'll think of a name. Yeah.
Okay. Something beautiful. All right, great. Okay, next. Jintong, what is your past or future entanglement?
Okay, I was actually okay. What's the name of the lady who died? Reign of Moon, right?
Reign of
Oh.
Moon. Reign of the Moon, yeah.
Oh, that's a great image. I
wanted
guess
someone
this
who looked
is
both innocent and could also drink a lot. So
Yeah. No, absolutely.
you can imagine it,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
I
Like
mean,
there's this thing of the movement, and then suddenly there's alcohol in the hand. Is what I'm thinking. But
yeah, that's fair. I was thinking, well, but she's dead.
Yeah.
So
or is
when
she?
faced with
Anyway.
yeah, when faced with what could have been or the delights of a normal life with a real inner conflict, I think it should be someone that is currently here or
Yeah.
something. Because
Yeah, Agatha, generally I'd like to connect our characters either with my entanglement or yours. So if we don't connect on this, I'll try to connect us with mine.
Yeah, that's true. We gotta figure out how soup.
did you have anything in mind?
Oh, no. Sorry. I mean, I'm happy for you to pick whatever you want. I'm just kind of pitching this thing that we should connect up kind of at
That's
some
true.
point.
That's very
Oh,
true.
that would be so interesting if you are
Past or future.
from my past. Or maybe my future. I have a lot of past stuff.
Yeah. Future.
But-
I don't know. I mean, do you know that, Soup is or was best buds with Black Orchid? I don't know. Ow.
I'm not sure because I feel like the delights of a normal life with them is either like a family member or like a love interest. But I'm already in love with my heart belongs to the white monk. So I can't choose that again. So it feels like it has to be something from the past. Okay, I have a pitch to you, Mads. It's a bit much. Which is that hold on, let me see the names. San Huang, the person who poisoned Jintong was like like an escapee, like escaped, used to be a part of the Red Lantern Association as well.
Okay.
And so like every time we interact, it kind of like, and she's like very bitter or something towards the organization.
Oh, I bet.
No, I don't think that works for my second one either. This is actually kind of hard. Maybe I should have chosen that one first instead of my other entanglement.
Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. I mean, this is our first time doing this. I've never encountered this before.
While
Does
you're
anyone have
thinking
any
of-
ideas?
Let's take a break and you all can like either discuss and or think about it. So let's take another 10 minutes if that's okay. All right. So
Yeah.
10.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool. See you in 10.
Cool.
See you in 10. Okay. So the question was Jintong's relationship to violence right now.
I think that she tries not. She doesn't I think she tries not to do it because she doesn't have because her fighting style is so clearly Red Lanterns, and she doesn't really want. I feel like she has a complicated relationship with how she feels about the Red Lanterns. It's I forget the word. Anyway, so I don't think she's against violence, but she doesn't she tries not to do it.
So she does want to stop being an assassin. Like that's a thing that she would like for herself.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Actually, no, I'm so sorry. I think she doesn't. I don't think that she wants to stop being that, because that's what she sees herself as. And it's so, but it's like, so I've changed my mind. Yeah. So maybe the the answer is she wants to continue it, but because that's who she is how she sees it.
Nice.
She just
Okay.
can't right now.
Yeah. So she has, yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Just to, because I could either play into Jintong doesn't want to do violence anymore, or like not, you know. So yeah, what are you thinking? Any of these things helped? But they would be my entanglement, so you'd still be free to do whatever you want, is how I'm
Yeah,
thinking about it.
I think for my entanglement, I'll stick with River Glass, who is yeah, I'm gonna stick with River Glass. And I think at some, like, when we were both very young, and he was so young, and I was like also a child, we actually talked about running away, um and then obviously we got caught. And I feel like it's either I got a massive beat down or he got a massive beat down, in a way that like left a scar. Um oh, sorry. Also, we talked about, sorry. I remember our safety line for children under 14. So let's say that we were both teens then. So he would have been 14, and then I would have been, let's say, 15. Um Wait, he would have been 15 and I would have been 16. There we go. Um, so, but so whenever I see him, I remember that conversation that we had and like our attempt. So that'll be my other entanglement.
Okie doke. All right, and then Soup, just go ahead and say what your second entanglement is.
So yeah, I will. I want to know whether Agatha prefers Jintong killed my master Dash and I don't know about it, or I promised Jintong that I would find someone else for Black Orchid. which is the mirror dynamic to what Black Orchid is doing to me. Like,
You know,
I'm
that's serious.
just
Wait,
gonna
what do you mean by
spend the
you
next 3 sessions being like, hey, what about that person? What about
Wait, you promised to find someone else? But why would you promise that to me?
because you want Black Orchid to be with someone else that is not you. You think that like he
Oh,
like deserves that, and you're like, it can't be me, you know. So you should um so the idea is that you know that Black Orchid has feelings for you, and you are trying to be like,
okay.
get, you know, yeah.
I
Poor
don't think I
guy.
know. So I guess
Okay, okay.
I would have to kill your master.
That's fine
Oh
with me.
God!
Just let me know whenever you
Unknowingly
feel like
friend
it.
zoning me.
That could be no. That's the what is it? The B plot, you know. So that is the B plot for Soup.
Friends
So much
owning
more
Black
drama.
Orchid.
Oh my God. Because with the entanglements, you do have to have a PC and a NPC, of course. It's like, so you can't just be like random, like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw everybody else into Black Orchid. As
I
fun
mean,
as
my arms are big enough to catch everyone, so it's
Oh
okay.
yes, absolutely. I mean, I don't doubt that whatsoever. I love him already. God. All right. I think we've settled out Soup's second entanglement. Black Orchid. What is your second one?
Yeah, I was thinking of connecting to Simple Moo because we don't have a connection yet. So I was wondering, Rod, what feels cooler to you? Because I've learned my friend Simple Moo has been lied to by I was thinking either your parent or your sibling or something similar, but you'll never believe me, right? It's the like, are you still in contact with your family, or are
Yeah.
were they like left behind? Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know that we're in constant contact, but
Mhm.
we can say they're close enough that if the story calls for it, that they'll make an appearance. Um, uh,
There's also the question of like, what is the lie about, right? So
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'll pitch another idea if it makes
Ooh.
if it rings if it resonates with you.
Mm.
That
Mhm.
River Glass is part of the Red Lanterns Association, but I don't believe you.
Oh, yes. Like I've told you that they're dangerous, right?
Right.
Ooh.
Or
Ooh. Yeah, and it would make sense that I found out while getting Jintong out, right? So
So I feel like Jintong would have told Simple Moo that River Glass is, because that's how Jintong is like, is Jintong already talking to Simple Moo about not having a relation with the River Glass? In which case, this is doubling up, right? And we could do something else.
true,
You know,
true.
Mhm.
and also I changed mine to Jintong killed Master Clove, and everyone else knows except me. So
Oh my God! What?
all of you know this, and
Terrible.
I don't care how you know, figure it out. But you know, and you're not telling me.
Wait, we're not telling
I
you?
Yeah, everyone else except me knows that Jintong killed my master. This is what I am trying to
Oh my
pitch.
God!
So
That's
funny.
how will
so
What?
Black Orchid
good.
not tell you? I'm thinking Black
Because
Orchid thinks he's telling you, and it doesn't, but he's
Doesn't
being too
compute.
secretive.
you
Yeah.
wouldn't tell me, because then I'd hate the person that you love. Like, why would you do
Oh
that?
no,
Like, why?
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true. That's a good
yeah.
Oh,
point.
that's
I
That's a good
true.
point.
maybe
Oh
honor would
no.
demand that I try to do something about it. Like, why would you like?
Right. Right. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I know this is a trope. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but like, you know how, like, you have like those drunken scenes where, like, people are like, hanging out, and then like, hey, let's just have some more. Let's just have some more. Maybe Black Orchid. I can totally picture this. Black Orchid like tells, like, it really gets up in Soup's face, pats him on the chest, and goes, "You know that Jintong killed your
Oh
master,
no!
right?"
Oh no!
And you're like, "Yeah, sure." I can just picture this trope, and then you just go unconscious because you drank too much, and you don't
I
Wow.
can
remember a thing.
I can no, I can see it, like we were talking to her, having a heart to heart, and I'm like,
Oh,
I'm finally gonna tell you, Soup,
yeah,
blah blah blah, after all
yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
yeah,
And then you
yeah.
just hear snoring behind me,
Oh
and
my
it turns out
God,
Soup
it's
falling
so
asleep.
so perfect, so perfect. Oh my God, because you got to have that one drinking scene, or at least
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah, true,
that's
true.
beautiful.
Sorry,
Oh my God.
I derailed the thing that was happening. So please continue, Rod and Ray. Yeah.
I'm
Lied to you.
thinking, should we pick a new
Yeah,
NPC or say that River Glass lied about something else?
I'm perfectly happy if you want to do a completely different
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait,
NPC.
hold on. Let me look at the NPCs for half a mo because I feel like.
Ooh. Ooh.
Do you want one of the NPCs, named or unnamed, to be your sibling or parent? I mean, like that woman that's
Ooh.
down there on like 96,
Mhm.
man. she maybe a little bit old, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, it's like it's kind of rough out there in the fields. I mean, do you want her to be your grandmother, mother? I mean, saying it's a good
Mm.
idea that you're. What's the lie? What's the lie that this grand old chick would say to Simple Moo? You know what I mean? I feel like Black Orchid would know.
So Rod, Simple Move was like sent away by his mom to just
Yeah.
experience life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird,
to
huh?
get my head get my head out of the clouds, see what it's like, and to what hardship and life
I
is
mean,
really like.
what if she didn't expect you to come back?
What?
Ooh.
Oh,
As in,
wait,
like, I'd
wait,
get
wait, wait.
killed,
Step,
or
step.
what
It's
do
a
you
step.
mean?
It's a step situation. It's a step situation. That's not your mom.
Mm.
That's not your mom. It's your stepmom.
Oh,
Does that make sense? Like she's sending you away,
Like she's giving you some
and
task.
and things happen to kids all the time when they go out on a journey. Random things that someone can organize
Right.
and, and pay someone to do.
She wants your dad's attention. She doesn't want your dad doting on you.
Ooh,
so
like
I'm Snow
inheritance
White.
stuff. Like, is it
It
like
could be.
kind of like, the
Could
land
be.
needs to go to
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
So that's a
Jealous,
stepmom. That's a stepmom.
jealous that I'm prettier than she is now.
Hey,
Yeah,
No, I'm just kidding.
weirdness. I
100%.
mean,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, I can also get a younger picture of your dad's new wife. I don't know. I mean, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, probably need somebody a little bit younger. Um,
Yeah, so I feel like I have to look out for simple moo and accidents that could happen.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think.
Oh,
Agatha, who's the PC in your second entanglement?
Oh right. It's the Muyang's romantic entanglement.
No, no, in the sense there's an NPC in your second entanglement, but there's no PC.
Right.
Yeah. It says only create one entanglement for a second. Choose someone as the anchor for your past or future. When faced with what could have been or the delights of a normal life with them roll inner conflict.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Ah.
it's not because you're the outsider, right? Got it, got it, got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Sense of deja vu. What the heck?
Mhm.
All right. Okay. Simple Moo has been lied to by their stepmother. We gotta give stepmom a name. Um, what's the lie? Do you think, or do you want to play for that?
Yeah, I think so far the idea that something could, I think the lie is that she cares for him and loves him, could be. But I'm also happy to play to find out, right? If we
Yeah.
find another lie that
My
slots
God!
in.
Want you to experience the world, but nah, just go.
Yeah, or the lie could be that that he is a part of that family. Turns out
Ooh.
it's not.
Oof.
It was entrusted to them by someone.
Oh
It's
no!
very interesting.
Oh.
Right? What do you think, Rod? Is any of those interesting to you?
I'm so humble, but yet not.
I yeah.
Oh
I mean,
my
I think
God!
Simple You doesn't know. Simple Who doesn't really know what's happening half the time. So any of those are good.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apologies for all of us just brainstorming ways to ruin your family life. Like, you know.
Yes.
What
We
if
need
your
the
family
drama.
was worse? Like,
Oh no. I mean, you're the company of villains and vagabonds and
Right.
assassins. I mean, you gotta have something, man.
and this is the safest you could be, you know?
Actually, it's like I've seen some of those fairy tales. It's like, you really can't be any safer than in the company of criminals because they know all of the things that could happen. I mean, I've seen that. I've actually seen a fairy tale like that where it's like the criminals read the note that was sent with the innocent protagonist, and it's like, yeah, kill this kid, oh no, let's make sure that the note says something fun, like, yeah, let this kid marry your daughter and give them all the riches in the treasury and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, I love that trope. So that could be fun. But anyway, so is everybody reasonably happy with their entanglements at the moment?
I think I will add. I'm gonna add Muyang to my second entanglement.
Okay.
Because then I think it seems to fit anyway. So
Yes. I mean, it's like it's kind of involving your past and your present when you think about it. So it's like, oh my gosh. For my own sake, you will be traveling to this first mystery. So my question to you all, if you're happy with your entanglements. Oh wait, we gotta do bonds first. I'm sorry. So before we set up for starting the mystery, you are going to take. Okay. Oh, so anyway, let me just explain for the video what the entanglements are. So players receive an XP for facing and interacting with their entanglements at the end of a play session. So when a player's character comes face to face with the emotions attached to one of their entanglements, that player must roll the inner conflict move, and we'll explain what that is when we start play. Bonds. Finally, players choose one person from each of their character's established entanglements and write in a bond with a value of 1 for each of them. So you could put down for your first entanglement, like, whether it be a PC or the NPC mentioned, or even the faction, and then give that a relationship, and then assign that like 1 point of bond. Okay. So bonds are a currency players can spend to aid their character or other characters after a roll. So each bond, you would just use however many points of bond that you have with this person up to the maximum. And then you would add that to the result of a roll. Okay? Spending a bond in this way does not destroy the fictional connection or relationship, but instead uses the emotional energy from the relationship to fuel the changed fictional outcome. Okay? From the change in the roll outcome. All right? So bonds can be with PCs, NPCs, or factions. So keep that in mind, because I'm sure you're going to be adding, as we go and play, I'm sure you'll be adding more bonds to this list. Okay? But you start off with these particular 2. All right? So under bonds, you would write down the name of the person, NPC or faction, and then relationship would be why you owe them this bond, or why you have a bond in particular. Okay.
I saw the bestie. Perfect. It's true.
I love it. Oh my god. So nice.
I'm gonna say that River Glass is also in the Circle of Willows, whether that's a cover or
Oh
something he
man.
actually does like poetry. I don't know.
What if you met him during the Circle of Willows?
I think
Oh my
so. I think that's how we
God.
met. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
jeez.
he's Troy Bolton from High School Musical. Got it. Got it. Got it. I just want. He just wants to do poetry, but his dad forced him to be an assassin.
Oh my God. Oh. Where was this musical ability when we played Capital Lights, Thomas?
That was such. Yeah, I need you to know, Mads, that I don't always just play this kind of person. I play some kind of weird like crypto
Theater kid.
influencer or something. Like
Your character did have a podcast, I will say.
yeah.
Oh
There's
my
this
God.
really nice movie called Theater Camp, which is directed by uh, 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 one of the actresses from The Bear and Molly Gordon. And there is a character in that. There's this crypto bro who like inherits the theater camp, and yeah, he's exactly it. It's a very good movie, very like wholesome, kind of heartwarming. Has a one of the leads is one of the guys from Pitch Perfect 1. Anyway, I
Okay.
recommend it. Yeah.
Thank you. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hilarious. Okay. So before we end the session for today, I mean I might be able to squeeze in like the beginning, but I like to create the establishment of the characters by having them travel and then meet other people along the way. My question to you all is, are you together in some way? Are you in pairs? Are you in as a big group? Do you
I feel like unless Soup wants otherwise, I'm attached to his hip most of the time. Right. Like
Yeah, I would like it if we all were in a group traveling together for some reason, including Morningstorm. That would be the shape of the group, right? Like,
Oh my God.
yeah, it's just the four of us traveling to some place, and we're just like, yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yes, I do think so as well.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah, okay. So I think give me a second. So to set us up, because I like to leave 15 minutes before the end to do stars and wishes and stuff. I know we didn't play. However, there's a lot of ideas bandied about, and it's like I just kind of want to give credit where credit's due. So my initial setup is, when you are traveling, are you walking, or are you like in a wagon? Are you on horses, each on individual horseback? What are we talking about here for you guys to be traveling together?
I don't own a horse. I don't think.
I
And I'm
honestly
used to
think
walking.
it's a wagon that Black Orchid is pulling for everyone. I think Black Orchid is strong enough to pull a wagon full of that many people while telling embarrassing stories about Soup, like just shouting it from the front, like, yeah, and this one time he puked so much. Just like going on and on. Being like, this'll get her, right? Like this is what Morningstorm wants to hear, right?
I think. Okay, so let's have this picture for half a mo. Okay, hold on. So maybe for a mile or two, who knows, until maybe somebody convinces practically that maybe this is not the fastest way to get to where you need to go. Because I'm going to say that you all have received an invitation to a gathering at the estate of Sun Guanyu, chief of the Sun School. So, I'd like to know. I mean, I'm going to say that, yeah, each one of you has gotten an invitation to this particular school. No Nothing else. Why? Just it's a party, it's a gathering. It's a way to celebrate together. There is a matter of great importance he'd like to impart at this gathering. So, and I think even Morningstorm gets an invitation. Okay, so I'd like to see the interaction. If you're telling an embarrassing story, Black Orchid, as you are pulling this wagon, I think Morningstorm is alternately not looking at you but also laughing behind her fan, and she's just kind of shyly looking over at Simple Moo and saying, "Oh, please remember what I asked. He's looking right at me." And Soup, like, you may be across from her or, like, diagonally away, and then you're still looking at Morningstorm.
I'll put my hand over her, like, clumsily.
And
Yes.
she's just been looking very appreciative behind her fan, like, you can see her face, and she's just like, she's just like, got that kind of comfortable, uncomfortable smile. It's like, just thank you.
I'm going to stumble and then try to move the wagon so that Soup is forced to like fall towards Morningstorm. Like,
Soup, who do you fall towards?
I have to not fall on my, like, that's the only thing that's on my mind right now. So I think, and I also want to, at some point, I want to make it very clear to Morningstorm that, like, these stories are not true or whatever, but that will also make me look lame. So I think I'm going to fall on Jintong, and I'm going to tell Jintong. I'm just saying it loudly so everyone can hear, but I'd be like, like, he's just, like, this is not, like, he's a funny guy. Like, it's not true. It's not true.
So when you fall on Jintong, like, it seems like Jintong is like catching you, but it's actually like her hand is like right where your heart is, and it's like this, in like a defensive, and then she just like eases
forces it to relax.
Yeah. And then we'll like very gently push you back, and she'll nod. I see, it is not real. You have never thrown up.
Yes, exactly. I have never thrown up. In fact, it's Black Orchid who throws up, actually. Like, every time. I say that loudly. I'm just like
And like I'm like, oh, and Soup is such a joker. He's so adorable when he's embarrassed. Love those cheeky apples of embarrassment.
Like, I'm just like, I'll walk, and I just jump out of the wagon. I just leap out, and I'm like, just gonna walk where nobody can see me.
I think Morningstorm at that point is just like, I think the invitation is to get there before nightfall. Should we not, I don't know, rent some horses?
I can run faster.
Wait, I just realized that I don't think I know that Morningstorm and Muyang are not actually dating. So I disapprove because you're playing with River Glass's feelings. You asshole.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Oh
Nice.
no!
Okay, so like while this is happening, I will turn and I'm gonna look at Muyang and if eyes could kill, you'd be dead.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I mean, and then by extension, I think Riverglass also thinks I'm getting married to this lady. So,
Wow.
yeah, and
Oh
she's forbidden me to tell anyone because, of course, that would blow her cover. She doesn't know who to trust. Oh. I smile and quickly look away from Jintong. And I think when Soup leaves, I remove my hands from Morningstorm.
And she's like, you know, she's still smiling at you, like, you know, behind her fan, and you know, agrees, you know, it's fine. So she, actually what she does is, like, you know, when you remove your hand from hers and Black Orchid starts running a lot faster, she starts holding on like with both hands to the seat. Otherwise she's just gonna bang into everybody else that's left. So yeah.
Yeah. I think before Black Orchid starts running, there's just a point where I'm just trying to like punch him, and like it's like completely ineffectual. Like I'm just like and he's
Whoa,
just
what a good friend giving me a great massage.
yeah, exactly.
And I think as you run down with your cargo, they're cargo. They're not people anymore. They're cargo. As you run down Black Orchid, I think you'll see, like, further up along the road, you're going to encounter, there's a driver there, and he's got his hands on his hips. He's like looking worried. He's actually taking his hat off and scratching his head. And then just kind of looking, and then when he sees you coming, it's like he's kind of like waving you down. Ah! Ah! Help! Help!
Of course, and like I skid, like drift with the cart a little bit.
That's good for everybody. Everybody like goes
Oh yeah,
sideways.
the cargo is fine.
Cargo's
I think people are like thrown around it against each other.
yeah.
Yeah, but I immediately like I also feel compelled to go to the cart and pick everyone up and put them down like cargo, right? Just like, hey, guess is stopping for a while. Like, I pick everyone up, put them, and then pat them on the head, and then I go, good sir, how can we help you? I also want to point out that when he sees me, he's probably not happy to see me when he sees me come up close because of my reputation, but you know, just pointing that out.
But I think he's in so much distress. I mean, he kind of like stops, looks a little bit worried, but then just kind of waves it off and says, it's like, thank you for stopping. I need some help. Look. And then you see, like, a little bit off the road, because there's like a kind of an embankment, like, you know, going down, and somehow his cart has gone off the road. Like, the horses, they, like, you look further down the road and somehow they've loosened their tether, and they're like just kind of like waiting and grazing on the side of the road, but his cart itself has gone down the embankment slightly. I mean, it's still doable to bring it back up. However, it's further down than just him can bring it.
Is he a part of the Wulin?
I'm sorry?
Is he a part of the Wulin, like the Wulin like world, or does he seem like he's outside of it?
He's outside of it. He's a general cartsman. Like he's carrying cargo in his wagon right now.
Cool. Okay.
Yes, would you be able to help me? I would try to lift this, but there's very heavy cargo in my cart right now. Can you help me?
I'm about to like just go, oh yeah, of course, and then I look at Morningstorm and I'm like, my strong friend Soup can help you. There is no stronger person in all of the Wulin. Like, right? Soup, strong Soup, strongest soup made of chili. That's my friend.
I mean, the cartsman's looking at both, like, between the two of you. I'm like, I would appreciate every bit of help that I can have. Yes. Yes.
I will obviously let my dear friend help me.
The cartsman is starting to make his way down, so this way he can help push, like, the front part of the cart up the hill. If you two will take the sides and lift.
I
I'm heading
roll up
down as
Soup's
well.
sleeves for him, being like, you have to show off your muscles, my friend. Remember, like I taught you. Right.
I mean, Morningstorm's watching it all happen. Like, she's like still behind her fan, and she's kind of like watching everyone.
Yeah.
Who helps?
Yeah, I'm heading down ready to with the cartsman.
Yeah.
I I'm scanning this whole situation. I
Sure.
would like to study.
Okay. No, that's great. I love it. Okay, first roll of the game. Why
Nice,
not?
nice.
Okay.
Technically
You,
second.
you think these are bandits trying to attack us? What the what? No, it's just a nice guy.
I would never assume safety in any situation.
Okay. So 2d6.
And I will roll with
How are you doing
I'll
it?
roll with water. Awareness.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So yes. 2d6 plus an element. Yep.
7.
Okay. 7 to 9. Gain 1 hold or gain 2 hold if you take a cost to get that extra hold.
What if I declare detail? No. Oh, what are my example study questions? What's wrong with this place? That's so funny. What's wrong with this place?
What's wrong with the place? Gonna say. I think as they're bringing the card up, like each person takes a corner and helps like direct and push or pull, right? I think you'll see in the wagon, pardon, there's 4 coffins in it.
Bad luck. I'll say that as I'm helping as well, right? Because there's 4 of us. Unless he's also doing anything, this cart person.
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, he's at the one corner. He's at the furthest corner, like helping to push it
Then
back up the hill.
I won't help then. I'll stand on the side and observe.
Right, but you see that from your vantage point, looking down at what they're doing.
And I'll observe that to him.
Regardless, as he dusts himself off and kind of like wipes his brow. I know, but it doesn't matter. I mean, I've been instructed. I've been instructed to deliver this.
Where are you going?
Pats himself down, and then pulls out the scroll note and just like looks at it. Ah, yes, the Sun Estate.
Estate of Sun Guanyu.
Yes. I even paid ahead of time. Nice. So not bad luck for me. Although 4 coffins seem excessive.
Does it seem like the coffins are heavy enough to have bodies inside of them or anything?
No. I mean, like there's nothing in them,
So it's very light.
So. But yeah, this is it has Guan Yu's mark, seal, on the note, so you know that's.
And the invitation we got was like a general, like not general, but they're like an announcement of some kind, right? Like not.
Yes, I mean like you were
funeral.
individually invited. Each of your names were on your own invitation, saying that it is a gathering at the estate of Sun Guanyu, Sun School, and he has a matter of importance to talk about, and he needs everyone to gather at that particular place at that particular time. Would be nice to get you there before nightfall by dinner time. So
Seems like it's not a party.
but the cartsman is very, very appreciative. And in fact, I mean, he's feeling so generous, especially because I don't know what's wrong with this stupid tether. This is the first time it broke, and I've had this for years. I don't understand. Is this the bad luck you were talking about? And he's looking at you, Jintong.
I've been told that death, associating with death, brings bad luck.
Well, hopefully this is the only order I have of this sort of thing for quite some time. Let me hitch this back up, and then I will be on my way. And I am so appreciative. He will hand you some coin for helping. I mean, not a lot. I mean, just like kind of like, here's a tip for you for helping.
Yeah. I think I look at mine and then I give mine to Sue. Like, without thinking. But yeah,
Yeah.
I will pick up the delivery man and deposit him.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I wish you well. Good travels. Thank you. And then we'll take his, horse and cart and be on his way further up the road.
I think we tell him we'll be traveling together. I think we have to inform him that like this is one of those things where he says bye and then we just follow him because we're going to the same place. So
I think I want it to be awkward. I want to be we all go by and then I pick up the cart and then run alongside him. Yeah. Like when you say goodbye to people, but then you both walk the same way after. Like that is happening.
Oh, that's not going to be awkward whatsoever. It'll be great. I think as you are going further along, like, the carts being like side by side, you will see other individuals, also making their way towards the Sun Estate down this forested road. You see someone who looks like he is dressed in accents of pearl and silk, white silk. You see someone that is dressed in robes of a warrior. She is carrying a particular kind of sword, but you can't quite tell because she has the scabbard slung on her back. You can just tell though from the hilts that it's a little strange looking. It's not something like you would normally see on any old other warrior. And then there's like, someone else that looks like she is older. She's dressed in traveling robes, but she also carries a sword, and she's making her way down what looks like towards the Sun Estate as well. So yeah, seems to be people on the road. Just out of curiosity, for any of these people that you see on the road that you see walking like in the same direction, do you stop and talk or pick them up?
Oh yeah, unfortunately, Black Orchid's very friendly.
Are we continuing to play, Mads? Is this time?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to establish whether you're going to be picking up anybody before I end.
Okay.
Yeah, there's somebody that looks like a monk, but that's further down the road. I'm just asking. I'm asking if you're going to be talking or picking up anybody, or both.
I would love to establish details about all of these people as per my mood. A deadly secret.
Oh no! Oh god.
So
yeah, let's save that as the first move of the next session, because it's like, there's a lot. There's a lot to impart for this. But yeah, so we see the two carts going alongside, Black Orchid doing his best to make sure he's keeping up, but then also maybe falling behind every single time there's a passerby.
Oh yeah,
that looks like they're on
I
their
will see
way.
myself as a bus driver. I will deposit people into the cart and Tetris them into the best, position. It's very uncomfortable for everyone.
Oh yes, and I think the cartsman keeps moving on ahead and just kind of like as you do it, it's like he kind of like stares behind and just keeps going. So that is where we will close for today. Okay, so I don't want to keep anybody too long, but I just want to do a quick stars and wishes. Obviously, there's plenty to wish for. Stars for all the fun ideas that happened today. Yeah, I really still am nervous, but I'm really hopeful, because I can't wait to really extrapolate this entanglement map. God, it'll be great. I can't wait. I can't wait to really see this in action, and especially with the inclusion of the mystery portion of it, along with all of your entanglements. This is going to be great. I can't wait. So, uh, so stars to everyone for such interesting characters and backstory slash connections. I mean, I'm going to really enjoy this. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, I can go next. I'm super excited. Even though, I mean, I guess we didn't play, but also like this session was like super fun. If every session is as good as this one, it's going to be great. So uh, uh, start to rod for coming up with simple move. Like soon as I heard that, I was like, oh God, like this, nothing bad can happen to this man. Like just like this is, gonna have to protect him, I guess. Like, yeah, I think it's a cool character. Jintong is amazing. I can already see them being extremely tortured and melodramatic. I'm excited for that. And definitely looking forward to playing besties with Black Orchid. I haven't managed to do that in a long time. I think be a player where another player was like a kind of brother in arms kind of thing. That's a great trope. I'm super excited for it. So thanks for proposing that. Um, yeah, wishes wise, I don't think I have anything specific. I just want to pay off some of these entanglements. I think uh, I Black Orchid is already paying it all off like, in this session already. I guess can we continue doing that? Yeah, that's it for me.
But yeah, I think in terms of my stars, I really love that moment when Agatha was like, I stop you by placing my hand on your chest, and all of us were like, oh no. Like I could see the close up happening and that sound effect of that movement that they do
Mm-mm.
in the in
Yeah.
the in the wuxia series. It was so funny. I really like that. Um I like I just also liked it when Agatha realized, oh, of course I'm upset with you, Simple Moo, because you're
Yeah.
playing with the feelings. So
Yeah.
it was so
Look,
funny
look,
that
look,
it
look, look
inferred
at
to
this
us
guy.
after.
Just
So funny, so hilarious. Thank you, Thomas, for being such a good sport as I endeavor to embarrass you as often as possible. It was really funny. Um, I just really love how entangled, as usual. I love that about Hearts of Wulin, but I felt this felt particularly enmeshed with each other. So I'm really looking forward to playing things out. Um, yeah, I think in terms of wishes, yeah, I feel I don't have anything in particular yet. I'm just looking forward to playing next week.
I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I love these characters. The very different dynamic and very different energy that they're bringing. Um, uh, yeah, I'm very curious to see, like with Jintong, the whole past is coming consequences of the past coming to light. I'm looking forward to that. Um, and yeah, Agatha, I love that observation that she would be pissed at Simple Moo. Maybe even think he's a player or something like that. Would very very astute. I uh I love I love the buddy buddy between Soup and Black Orchid. Um uh and yeah, just the just the whole characters and how everyone's leaning into the genre, and um I'm just looking forward to the relationships. If I and the interaction, and I guess with Wish, um Yeah, I think I'd like to see Morningstorm be a bit complicated, like maybe secrets and maybe hidden agendas and all that. And I'm sure you already have some in mind, if not for her with other character NPCs. And I'm curious to see what we're going to be doing at this estate. So, thank you, and thanks, Mads, for organizing this.
My stars are I I really like the convoluted plot that Roddy came up with like Morningstorm, and like it was really genre appropriate, and so I really like that you went with that trope. That was fun. Thank you everyone for uh el- leaning into my wow, Big Egg so sad backstory. um I love to marinate in eggs, so I appreciate y'all leaning in. I star to Ray for being like, oh, this isn't a fantastic playset. What if I bring it? What if?
I
So,
cannot help my. That's why I asked.
it's so true.
I am never going to be complaining about something that even has the faintest sniff of magic or anything like that. So please, I'm
Oh
okay.
gosh. Yeah, also star to you, Mads, for just being like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
You shared a lot of the things that we said, and I appreciate it because it's it's not always easy to like take everything and then try to put it into a coherent like world or story. So I appreciate you. Um, I also love the dynamic between Soup and Black Orchid. It really brings like an energy to the group that I feel like is like really helpful for everyone else to kind of like lean into the roleplay as well. So love that. And I love Soup. I love how you're like, I'm gonna set Soup up to like be the butt of so many jokes, and immediately got your wish granted.
Yeah.
Um by Ray. Yeah. And then also started everyone's like really interesting questions. I feel like it was really helpful for me to really get Jintong's story right.
And we're still
I
playing
just
to find out, which I love. I absolutely am going to adore rewatching this as well as reviewing all the stuff. This map looks like hell right now, so I can't wait to see how much worse it gets. So I am very excited to play with you all and give you all the things because that's how I like to play.
I
Creates
just
a
wanted
challenge for me.
I just wanted to add a quick start to I think it was you and Ray who with the evil stepmom,
Yeah.
developing the evil stepmom subplot, and with Thomas, I'm looking forward also to Soup and Simple Moo having some friction as to me being betrothed to someone you love,
Yeah.
No,
and how that
I'm
plays
totally
out.
cool about
Oh,
it. Like
it's
I'm gonna
gonna
be
be
cool.
great.
Just like yeah, it's no big deal. Like yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be so nice to you actually. Like I'm just gonna be like
Oh, this is gonna be bad. This
Oh
is gonna
my
be bad.
goodness.
And you're gonna
Um
give me advice
Oh
on
no!
yeah. I'm gonna be like yeah. I'm such an expert on the subject, so I will be
Yes,
sharing my
yes.
hard.
So I mean, I'm sorry, I forgot to establish this ahead of time, but I mean, like, is Riverglass with you, or are you expecting to see him like on the road or at the estate?
I think it'd be cool if River Glass was at the estate, but
Okay,
we don't
yeah,
see them
that's
yet.
perfectly fine. I mean, because as far as I know, like the only people that are on this wagon, or like in this party,
Yeah.
are you four and Morningstorm. Okay, because and I'm gonna answer your question in chat that Morningstorm got her own invitation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
Oh,
also have my sheep and my dog with me in the wagon,
God damn,
and
do you have sheep
I
with
have
you?
a
one
lamb.
followed me, a lamb who followed me,
I want
faithfully.
names. Simple
Oh,
Moo,
I
I
have
need
names.
names.
Yeah,
Okay.
the dog is the lamb is Baby Cloud, and the dog is the Venerable Pei.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so in love already.
That's
Damn.
so funny.
I
Oh.
definitely refer to the lamb as your second dog. Like I'm just like you're two dogs. Like I maybe I haven't figured it out. Like that's not a dog.
I
Oh my
think Black
God.
Orchid every once in a while will be like, what's that delicious smell? And then
Oh,
that's when Simple Moo shows up with the sheep. And I'm like, I mean, I didn't smell anything. It was nothing.
damn. Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh. I feel like
This
I
is
need to
gonna
have
be
a
good.
reaction too. Maybe Jintong is allergic.
Oh shit.
Nice. Yeah, this is
So
it, guys.
sneezing.
This is the good stuff. Let's go.
Oh my God.
This is the yes
Allergies.
and that we
Actually, now that you say that,
And Soup trying to
use
teach
it.
the sheep like dog tricks, right?
yeah. Just I'm like, why is one of these dogs so good and the other one's just
It's
kind of a
a bad
dumbass?
dog.
Like, yeah.
It's so
Oh man, I can't wait. Okay, so yeah, as Black Orchid adds to the collection, I think we see a stinger of maybe at the we kind of like fast forward like in a quick drone montage over to the Sun Estate, the Sun School, and we enter in one of the big uh, gallery arenas, and we see someone pulling off one of the weapons off of the wall and sharpening the blade. And you hear this disembodied voice saying, "Let's get ready for dinner." And then ending credits out. So excited! All right. Have a wonderful week. Happy gaming for anything that you're doing this week, and I will see you next time.
Thanks so much for
Hey,
running.
everybody.
Absolutely. See you
Bye.
guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.